Thank you for tuning in to Connect More, featuring the shared experiences, new adventures, and nightmares of four pals who have known each other for decades. Connect More utilizes the swear jar concept to raise funds for the American Cancer Society. When you hear this during the episode, the offender will contribute to the swear jar. We'll update the swear jar each week at the end of the program. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, yo, welcome to another episode of Connect More. I'm Eric. There's John.
Hey there.
That's Brian.
Greetings.
And there's Jason.
Hello, everyone.
On this episode of Connect More, Jason and Brian jump the shark. John and I learn life, and then we whip around on mouthy animals. But first, music is obviously a big deal. Anyone that listens to this podcast knows music is a big deal to us. If you've listened to more than one episode. First of all, if you've listened to more than one episode of this podcast, thank you very much. Please share with your friends.
Please email us. We'll send you your $20.
But music is a big deal. But we all listen to a lot of music, and what's like a song lyric that you have like cross-stitched and framed and hanging in your office? What's a good one there? Jason, what do you got? Something from The Replacement.
No, there's so many to choose from.
I'm going to guess
Dylan.
Dylan.
Oh. No, close.
No? Oh.
That's great. Are we all guessing?
One of the greatest song wordsmiths of all time is Paul Simon.
Oh, yeah.
And the song Graceland off the classic album Graceland, there's a line where he says, "She comes back to tell me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I'd never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead." I just thought that's such a cool, simple, elegant way of talking about how well you know somebody. I don't know. I like those simple, kind of deep lyrics like that. And I think Paul Simon nailed it with that one. So.
Yeah, he's nailed a lot of those, and especially everything on that album. That's such a great album.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great lyric through and through.
Oh, yeah.
You did call out one of the greats.
Beat that, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
That is good. All right, Weenus, give us a Conway Twitty one. Come on, baby.
I know, Slim Whitman, it's all just yodeling, so it couldn't be that.
Nice to see you. It's been a long time. That's not it. All right, 1991, Soundgarden, Outshined. I'm looking California. I'm feeling Minnesota.
There we go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Little local flavor to that. Yes.
10 points for you. That is so
Everybody
good.
knows that one. That's great.
We may look pretty good on the outside, but as we get older, creaky joints and corporate bullshit, we're feeling Minnesota, guys.
I like that. That is good.
With very few words, saying a ton of, giving us a ton of information with a very, very quick turn of phrase there. You're exactly right. We all know what it means.
Yeah. So guys, before John blows this, we've all, Brian and Jason, and then I'm going to give you mine now because we're all in this. It's really fascinating. We're all in the same couple of years. Within the same couple of years, because mine's from 1990.
Okay.
And it's no surprise that mine comes from Uncle Tupelo from their first album, Depression. It's from a song called Whiskey Bottle, which has a ton of lines in it that bounce in my head all the time. But I think the one that I specifically would have hanging on my wall is, and this is interesting because in our thread this week, this similar line came up, but this is the line from the song that always sticks in my head. Liquor and guns, the sign says quite plain, somehow life goes on in a place so insane.
What was the geographic location referenced in that song, Eric Van Lenker?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere in Missouri where John got learned.
God-forsaken mid-Missouri. That's right. That's it. That's it. That's a great lyric, by the way.
Yeah. And of course, the chorus line from that is great too. Whiskey bottle, not forever, just for now. And that's beautiful too.
Yep.
A long way from happiness in a 3-hour away town. So you're
Yeah,
measuring from where they lived in, is it Bellevue or
Bellevue,
just,
Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that song is just full of them. So, but that's my probably the one that sticks to me out of that song all the time.
Well, it reminds me of that James McMurtry song. Whiskey don't make liars, it just makes fools. I didn't mean to say it, but I meant what I said.
God. The in vino veritas, right?
Uh-huh.
Got a bonus one. So, John, did you stay in the 90s area for yours, or when was what's that band he likes?
The Alarm.
Well, there was that.
The other one, the next U2 band. Who was that?
Oh my gosh.
Oasis?
No, he's going after Coldplay. That's what he's doing. This is another Coldplay joke.
I know. Just wanted to drag this out a little bit.
What, Nickelback?
Creed?
What? Nickelback?
Is it Creed?
It's
Oh,
Nickelback.
that's hilarious. I should have gone Creed. All right. So I'm from 86, so I don't extend the window too much, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I did do Dylan, so somebody had to, and Brian was on to that earlier. But this is from the epic Jeremiah written by Sam Shepard and Bob Dylan called Brownsville Girl. And there's a line toward the end of that song that says, you always said people don't do what they believe in. They just do what's most convenient. Then they repent.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
I like
nice.
That
Very
is good.
nice.
That's good. Hey, did you guys know there's a Johnny Cash song out there called Sold Out of Flagpoles? And it has a line about Evel Knievel jumping 13 buses.
Whoa.
What? Weird, wild, wacky stuff. I did not know that.
Welcome to Raised by Wolves, the segment where we take a look back at how Gen X somehow survived childhood without helmets, supervision, or a plan. We're talking latchkey living, Saturday morning cartoons, and pop culture that shaped us into the slightly cynical, mostly self-reliant adults we are today. And our Gen X nostalgia for today is going to be about Evel Knievel. And he may be as close as our generation ever came to a viral sensation before we knew what a viral sensation was. And the pop culture impact that he had for the very, very short window that he was like ruled the world was really insane for a pre-internet age. It's probably not too difficult for the modern generation to understand how these people can kind of burn brightly and then flame out very quickly, because they see it on a weekly, daily basis almost probably. But Evel Knievel was kind of our version of a YouTube sensation, like 40 years before YouTube was made. So I don't know, Weenus, I feel like I spent an inordinate amount of time as a kid watching this guy jump over things on a motorcycle.
Oh, I definitely did. There was always a good Saturday afternoon on ABC's Worldwide of Sports, right? That was just that was must-watch viewing.
Yeah,
no
the good old
VCR.
wide world of sports. Yeah.
No VCR, no nothing. You just had to be stuck to your TV for that whole episode.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Yep. And he was a lot of agony of defeat. Trust me.
Well, because how many bones did he always say he broke? He'd broken how many bones in his life
all
or
of
whatever?
Them.
All of them. Okay.
Well,
that was kind of the thing, Jax, is we would always talk about, like, you'd be having a conversation about Evel Knievel, and that's what it would turn to. It was like, how many bones? And somebody would always be like, I heard he broke 6 vertebrae. I heard he broke both femurs, right?
Oh, yeah.
He says he broke 433 bones. The human body does not have 433 bones.
Wait a minute. You're questioning the veracity of Evel Knievel?
Well,
always.
He broke a couple of those twice.
He did a lot of them multiple times.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah. He's allowed to double count them, I think, as many as he broke in his life.
Yeah.
What do you think he could have done with OxyContin?
Like a lot worse would be my answer.
I always viewed him as an imperfect hero because all the stuff, because we didn't know a lot of the bad stuff until about late 70s, early 80s. Just the kind of fraud that he would try to do, and all those stories came out. But I did a little research, and he said he left 10th grade, decided to go work in the copper mine, and he was fired when he made an earth mover do a wheelie. Oh no, wait for the rest of it. And he hit the main power line going into Butte, Montana, which was out of power for about a day because of that.
Because he's from Montana, right? Isn't that?
Yes. And how in the hell you pop a wheel in an earth mover? How in the hell do you do that? He found a way.
Well, and I think the thing that made him so right for that time is, like you were saying before, we had all of this kind of television stuff going on, like the wide world of sports, but there were also all those like special event TV things that the whole world watched these things, and they would hype it for a month.
Yes.
Evel Knievel's he's gonna jump 19 RVs.
Yes.
And where did he do it? Las Vegas.
Yep.
Right? And Las Vegas was also kind of at its peak weird fat Elvis stage at this point. Like Elvis, like Las Vegas was weird and cool and adventurous and kind of a little bit seedy, but a little bit fun. So all of those worlds crisscrossed with Evel Knievel, right?
Yep.
And he was made for that era. And he was kind of a P.T. Barnum-ish salesperson too, hyping himself up and all the fantastic stories and things. I mean, he was made for that very, very, very specific moment in television where he knew how to do it, man.
His Caesar Palace jump was that was in 1967.
Yes.
Yep.
December 31st.
And
I
wasn't
didn't know
successful.
it was that late. You were talking about all the bones he broke. He wound up in a hospital for 29 days after that.
Yeah,
Now,
goes into a coma.
As we talked in an earlier episode, about broken femurs, back then, they just didn't put screws in it and send you home. So,
nope.
But yeah, he was in the hospital for 29 days after that famous Caesar fountain.
So I'm glad we got to the wide
jump.
world of sports thing, because that's the real story, is that Rune Arledge saw this stuff and was like, oh yeah, I can sell that.
Exactly.
I need hours to fill
yeah.
on my late Saturday afternoon program that usually doesn't have anything if there's not a big fight coming up. And this guy makes great filler. And so that's, then once it got in your consciousness, like we all did the motorcycle jumps, right? Like I can distinctly remember being on the floor of my bedroom and having Stretch Armstrong jumping over model cars, right? There was like motorcycle jumping was something that we all expected to be doing as adult humans.
When we started doing it on our bicycles, on
that's right, we had the Southern Farm bicycles.
That were
that's right,
terrible.
I don't think his ramps were much better because he just
that's where he usually biffed it, right? So would there be he was like Jackass TV before Jackass, right?
Oh yeah,
no question,
absolutely.
Yeah, with the attitude to match, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And because he was too, also we were just talking about crashing, and a lot of his crashes were mostly on the landings and things, but he was always accused of kind of biffing some of those on purpose, right, for the attention that it got.
Yeah, falling 3 buses short or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, the other element to this was the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, there was a book, and you could get it. It was published, and you would open it up, and it would have, most buses jumped on a motorcycle, and that would be listed there. And man, that was important, wasn't it?
Well, we always checked it out of the elementary school library, right?
Yes.
Everybody wanted to get it out of the library and take it home. You're going through and looking for a record. Maybe I could break that record someday.
The guy with the long fingernails and the hair from India and stuff. It was we were obsessed, right? And now like the fat guys wouldn't even make it on to the whatever reality show is on about the fat people, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. The guys that rode the mopeds.
Well, the other thing that Evel Knievel took advantage of was a lot of his fame took place around 1976. So he had the red, white, and blue jumper with the stars on it and the helmet and things. So he was like Mr. Bicentennial too. Yes. I mean, he was all part of that whole vibe. Crazy.
And the outfit matched what Elvis was doing, at his
Yes.
Vegas residency. And I don't know if there's a photo of Elvis and Evel Knievel, but there should be. And it calls to mind that scene in the 1992 movie Honeymoon in Vegas, right? The Flying Elvis's Utah chapter, right? Where there, it wouldn't be that out of place for there to be a bunch of skydivers in that outfit.
Well, and I guarantee you, if there had not been an Evel Knievel, Fonzie never would have tried to jump the sharks
That's
on
right.
his water skis.
Oh,
I guarantee you that never would have
nailed
happened.
it.
He was
nailed it.
inspired by Evel Knievel.
That show
Actu-
might
yes.
still be on. They might still be teenagers in Milwaukee.
So
That's
Evel
right.
Knievel was inspired by Jaws to do that. And
Yeah.
then, so he decided to do it. He decided to do it in Chicago, of all towns.
Yep.
Jump over the sharks. And I guess he hit a cameraman while he was practicing, ended up breaking both his arms
Yeah.
and ended up
I
not
don't-
jumping the shark.
I think he wound up. First of all, it wasn't just a shark; it was 13
Right, yeah.
sharks. So
That's right.
This is 1977.
That's right.
Yeah, on his practice jump, his handlebar caught a
Cameraman.
railing or something, and then
Yes.
I think he crashed into a cameraman or whatever. But that was just part of what Jack was. Jax was talking about earlier about that jump was part of one of these Sunday night.
Yeah.
We're going to show all these daredevils stuff, and it was going to be highlighted by Evel Knievel jumping over 13 sharks. And at that time, Jaws was the big deal. I read later on too, like those whatever sharks were in there were not man eaters
Man-eaters,
by any description.
They were not going to.
They were
but
whale
yeah,
sharks, right?
Yeah, but they had to cancel the actual jump, which was very disappointing. I remember sitting in my apartment living room for that. I have flashes of
Yes.
that in my head.
I'm
Yes.
sorry that happened.
Yes.
So the reminder is that Evel Knievel died of pulmonary fibrosis and diabetes, and Robbie Knievel died of pancreatic cancer. So go to the doctor.
Jump over as many RVs as you
Get
want.
your annual
fine, but-
physical.
Yep.
Get checked
And
out.
Your ER visits for broken bones don't count.
And I do want to make sure too, before we transition out of this one, did we all have the little Evel Knievel toy where you wound it up and
You
then you
cranked it up
then you
real
hit the
fast.
button
It was
and he
red.
zoomed off?
Yeah,
Over the ramp.
absolutely.
The ramp
did.
was like at an unreasonable
Oh, yeah.
angle that would have put you on
It
the
was
moon.
a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the whole toy was a disaster, but damn it, it was fun.
I bet they sold a lot of those babies.
Oh man.
and
Yeah.
and I had the lunchbox. I definitely had the lunchbox.
I should make that.
Ooh.
I should
Yeah.
make the sound of winding that thing up like the ringtone on my
Ooh.
phone or something. Is it?
Now, didn't you pull a
Remember what
thing?
that
You
sounded
pulled a
like?
thing straight with teeth, didn't you? It wasn't a winder.
there-
it was you pulled
there
it
was
with
one-
a-
No, there was a wind up.
Yeah, there
Hold
was
it with
one
a-
of those too.
There was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different one.
There was
But
a wind
Yeah.
up when you
The-
put them
the
on
one that John's-
a little stage and you wound them real
Yes.
fast, then you hit a button.
Yep.
And boom, it released him real fast.
Yes.
The one John's talking about was
Yes.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Shout out to Bevendale.
All right. Well, I think we've literally jumped the shark on that one, guys. So I think we should actually go to the next segment here. So take it away.
Dang.
We've learned a lot over the years, mainly by ignoring all advice and making every possible mistake ourselves. The hard way is where we share the bumps, bruises, and belated wisdom that came from taking the scenic and slightly painful route through life. Today's topic is lessons learned too late. This can be life, career, marriage, money, projects, do-it-yourself projects gone sideways. And so we want the cautionary tales and we want your stories. Give it to me. I am going to start with Eric.
Yeah, I wish somebody early on would have said, "Hey, fat ass, don't play basketball 4 times a week and then go out jogging 4 times a week. It'll kill your knees. You'll want to start, if you're going to do that, you need to learn cross stitching or something before you're 50." That would be, my thing that I wish I had learned early is don't run heavy, kids. That's That's a great album name, by the way. Don't Run Heavy.
Run heavy or don't run heavy?
Don't Run
That's
Heavy.
So now you've had to have like surgeries and whatnot.
Yeah, I had meniscus repairs on both knees, and it was an immediate shutdown. So that kind of sucked, right? So everything, softball, basketball, running, all that stuff stopped. But it was fun while it lasted. No, but seriously, everyone exercise, do something, just be aware of your knee situation so that you don't have to stop. Fortunately I could still, like go out for long walks and stuff. So I still got that going for me. But I mean, in all seriousness, I think though, like try stuff once. I mean, I think that's a big deal. So I look at back in the day, I didn't know, did you like heights and airplanes, like a fear of heights and then airplane, like those are two totally different things, by the way. And I didn't know that for a long time. And I passed up on a few possibilities of things when we were in college of not taking trips because I didn't want to get on a plane because I know I didn't like heights. And that they're actually different things, but really the moral of that is just, just do it once, check it out, and then be fearful after that if you have to, right?
There you go. You're still out on the golf course and stuff though, right? You're still moving around a little bit.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not sedentary by any means. I definitely get out and do as much as I can.
And you're still afraid of heights, or that has waned over the years, or maybe you?
Nah, it's waned a little bit, but if we go somewhere high-ish, I don't even know what that level is anymore, but don't let me be I don't want to be standing by the ledge of anything, and I don't care how reinforced the railing or whatever it is. I just don't want to, I'm not that guy. But being in the plane that's not the same feel. Like I fly in a plane now and I look out the window all the time, right? My fear of being in a plane is just the same as it is in a car, is that I'm not driving.
And giving up control. And next time on Eric's therapy lessons, Ween, what do you got? What do you got for us? Lessons.
Perfection is unattainable. Definitely
and I would say
not
overrated
attainable.
too. I'll throw that in there as a
Definitely overrated. Definitely
surprised
overrated.
that a guy who looks like you, ever came up against that. What did Mac Davis say? Perfect in every way. Right?
Can't wait to look in the mirror. I get
That's
better
right.
looking each day.
That's it.
To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. All right.
What just happened?
What just happened?
Just
Oh,
wind
this
them up
isn't
and let
lyrics
them go.
again. Sorry.
Do you
guys.
want to give us? Do you want to give us anything specific about your life that taught you that perfection is
Yes.
unattainable?
When I was younger, I always expected perfection, either in things that I did or from other people. But I now I kind of believe more. You can't really expect that. I think, but learning from your mistakes and getting better is the way looking forward. I also think it's a great way to deal with kids or lead employees. Tell them, hey, I don't need perfection. I just need pretty fucking good, right? So, and
That's good. Nature or nurture that gave you this expectation of perfection?
I have no idea. I really don't. It's just something I have it in me. And I just learned to let it go over the years.
And do you find yourself still fighting that, where like it'll come up
Sure.
when you're on a new project or new set of expectations has come up? You're like, oh, this has got to be perfect.
Absolutely. Well, I do a lot of accounting work, right? So
Yeah, so perfect
you
is
got to
good.
think perfect is good, right? But sometimes
Like
perfect
the only
is not.
option.
Yeah, sometimes that's the only option. When you're doing a trust audit at work, that's your only option, right, John? So you better get perfect for that.
Hell yeah. So you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
That's right.
I want to say thank you for letting go of that notion so early on the pod. I appreciate you getting free of that for us. I'm sure it's made it a lot easier for all of us. Jason, you're up. What lesson did you learn too late?
Well, very early on, I learned stop trying to please Venus. I mean, here we go. Mr. Perfection over there. That's a fool's errand trying to please that guy. No.
You guys were never actually
No,
roommates?
we lived together for a couple of years in Des Moines.
Oh my God. Oh my
I bought my
God.
house. He moved in.
At
he
the
lived with me.
house. Yeah, on the south side. Oh, I would pay for videotape.
It was pretty fun, I will say.
My father thought we lived like kings.
It was like a bachelor pad for sure.
Other than not pleasing Venus, what else?
I guess the thing that came to mind first for me is the value of a little humility, and also saying I'm sorry and admitting when you make a mistake early and then moving on. Just cutting bait and not digging in and not scrabbling and fighting over something, especially that's not significant. I'm in the workplace in particular. There's great value in just saying, you know what? I think I screwed that up. How can we make this better? How can we repair whatever is broken or whatever and just move on instead of just stewing and fighting? There's just great value in that, I think. So that's mine.
There's huge value in that. I appreciate you brought that one up too, because I like that one too. It's everyone moves on. It doesn't come up again later. That is
I just think I have great respect for. Well, no, I just have great respect for leaders who do that too. Like if you're a leader, if you're in charge of something, you can say, "Guess what? I screwed that up."
Absolutely.
And I think we've got to, and you're all going to be part of helping me fix this up or whatever. I've always respected leaders who could do that. At any level.
So Jason, I apologize. I thought having John on this pod would be a good idea. I need to.
Jocko, it's just time for us to admit our mistakes and move on. I don't think any of us has to, dig in on this and try to justify it. Let's just make the best of it.
Yep. Clean up an
also,
I-5. Yep.
I can't wait to hear John's life lessons, but also, I don't think the segment's going the way it was supposed to. I'm just taking a guess.
Was this was supposed to be funny? Were we trying to be funny? I also took it in the direction of like if I were doing management, part of a management manual. So I actually brought two, which I always do. The first one goes back to Harry Truman, but it took me a long time to learn it. It's amazing what you can accomplish if you don't care who gets the credit. And I really have found my strengths in life being able to, especially if you want to get something done, focus on the task at hand and the project and moving the thing forward, as opposed to having to have your name on the wall or the sign. And that's not even shade to the people who need that. There is a personality that needs that, but then like it can't be everybody trying for that. It can't always be trying to get your piece of whatever's available of the sort of, I got my name got bigger because I did this. And if you do that, you really can be influential in what an organization does, what the parameters are of a project, how people think about or talk about a concept. You can be really influential as long as you don't need your name attached to it. And that has played out over and over and over. And I wish I had listened to that when I first heard it.
And so that's a tough one, though, to give up, right? When you're just starting in career and stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the, like the plane goes down and you're like, and 4 others, so-and-so and 4 others died in the plane crash this afternoon, right? Nobody wants to be the and 4 others. But, ultimately, most of us do play a role where we end up being more concerned about the outcome of the project than we do about getting our name attached to it. And it's a very difficult dance.
I think it's good being the glue guy, the guy that kind of holds shit together, right? The guy who can communicate
in the long run. I agree
everybody.
With
that. Yeah.
These are big roles, and they don't get depicted in the movie necessarily, and they don't get, you're not reading them necessarily, but like every organization has these people, and it's a really rewarding role. The other one I brought was seek first to understand, then be understood. And so for me, this is a harder one to learn for me. I spend almost zero time in persuasion now. If somebody's not going to agree with me about what I'm putting out there, then that just means I don't have that person on board. And there is no need for me to spend the next 5-10 minutes info dumping on them to try and make them understand a thing that they very likely already understood. They just don't want to agree with me about it or get on board. And so the less of that I do, the healthier it is for me. I engage almost never now in terms of like, I don't see it that way, I see it this way. And there's a lot of times where I don't even talk on the meeting because it's not necessary for me to have that sort of horn locking moment.
Aren't you afraid though that you might have the idea that might spring something and then you don't say anything, and that's a problem?
And that's what email is for, right? That's what the meeting before the meeting, the I am in the meeting, the direct channel to the person who's supervising you or to the person who can make the project happen. I find it's almost never about trying to persuade that person who doesn't want to be heard. And because you know what never happens? They never come back in 6 months and go, hey, we really looked at this and we're going to do what Hedge said in March, right? Nobody ever does that. So, like, why play for that?
It's all about the passive-aggressive email or Teams message sent after the meeting, like, trying to, hey, I don't think this ever got brought up in a meaningful way, but I think this would be a really good job, too. Not that it's that big of a deal, but,
That's perfect. It's almost verbatim. And the question is, do you want the successful outcome or do you want to be right? And you just have to choose. With that, I think we've just about got this whole topic whipped.
No doubt someone's wondering where we are by now. So before we get called back to reality, let's stick and move with some quick takes, fast laughs, and then we're out. It's time for a old-fashioned whip around.
Whip around.
Whip around.
Whip
Go
around.
whip around.
All right, here's the question. If animals could talk, which one is the rudest? Let's start with Jackson.
Well, the one that comes immediately to mind for me, obviously, it's probably the most obvious one, is a cat. I mean,
Damn it.
because they just, I know everybody was
Now what are we
going
to do for 5 minutes?
They are just
House
rude.
cat, duh.
I mean, you talk to them, hey, how's it going? How's it going? And then they finally, oh, were you saying something? It's like, fuck. Yeah, like just
Excuse me.
then I think it's just the way the look on their face, the way their features are arranged, just looks indifferent and like condescending.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree. That was my answer, right? For sure, it was house cats. Duh. Definitely was my answer. But I had a backup, so I'm gonna put this in here. We're quite the bird watcher fans in our house, so I want to put in a plug for the asshole of the neighborhood birds,
Totally.
and that's the blue jay.
Oh, yeah.
They're huge.
Out.
Oh, yeah.
They're mouthy. They're loud. They will stand there and tap their foot and say, "Bring me
And they're
peanuts
bullies.
now, bitch."
They bully the other
Yep.
birds off
And-
the feeder.
They don't really attack the other birds, but they come in with some authority. I mean, they're big. They land. When they're there. We have a couple in our house now that are so big. Whenever we're sitting on the patio and they land, I call them Mothra. And so I'll do the little song. Mothra.
That's awesome.
So outside of the obvious, the definitive answer of house cat, I'm putting in a
Agreed.
plug for the blue jay.
Yeah,
How do
good
they taste?
Ask a house cat. Yeah.
If the cat will talk to you and tell you the
move. That's right.
But it's not all cats, right? Some kittens can have a lot of energy to them and hang around and want to play. But it's that older, fat cat who's got the routine down. They're going to show you their butt every 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it's not, you are a guest in their home.
So is that your answer, John? Is old
Oh, yeah,
cats?
definitely cat. Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
I have a crow. Crows are the loudmouths. of the outdoors. Man, you hear those fuckers in the morning. I guess they have reasoning skills of a 7-year-old, which kind of makes sense now. Yeah. And they also can hold grudges.
Yeah, they have. Yes, they do. They do funeral behavior, right? Or has
Yes,
that
they
been
do.
debunked? Was
Yes,
that
they do.
debunked, or they do that? All right.
Yes, they do. It's not real funeral behavior. It's more like, yes, we memorialize our person who passed away.
But they also bring
kinda
people
like that.
gifts and stuff too, don't they? Like I mean, that's not so
Yes.
rude. They're gift givers.
Seeds and
That's not so rude. Yes. But
So what
Usually-
do they have that they would hold a grudge for? I don't. What? What's a crow? What's a crow get pissed at?
I'm sure probably fighting over stuff, right?
I guess.
Fighting over food, whatever, things like that.
You know,
That's
he
what
just
they
gets
probably
his
fight
his
over.
driveway shoveled, and then the fucking snowplow comes through and covers it back up, and he shakes his little crow fist at the you goddamn snowplow. I don't know.
Right.
ownership of the telephone pole, right? This is my pole.
That's right.
Max 2 or 3 other people on this pole.
Yeah.
Not
Nobody
having
else.
it if you're not from here.
Nobody else.
So this really do we have does anyone have a big animal, a big desert animal or something in mind that would be rude? I mean, we all pick the things that we're around the most.
You know, I lived on a tree line. I saw my dogs go at badgers a few times, and badgers
Ooh.
are dicks.
Oh,
Badgers, there's
Ooh.
not a positive personality trait I was able to detect in a badger.
Well, we all know the honey badgers are famously dickheads.
All right. Well, we're officially whipped. Swear jar amount to benefit American Cancer Society is up to $341. Wow.
That's
Fuck
amazing.
yeah.
yeah.
Closing credits, please.
Thank you for listening to Connect More. I'm the producer. Please subscribe and like this podcast because it's my only chance of getting paid for this gig. Connect More is a product of Pan Tiger LLC and is hosted by Brian Danielson, Eric Van Lanker, Jason Nisus, and John Hedgecoth. Connect More is edited by me and Jocko. The showrunners are Jax, Hedge, and Weenus. Theme music written and recorded by Ryan Veeder. Cover art designed by Leon Golden. Musical director is Evel. Legal liaison is Brian. Lead writers are John and Eric. Runner-up writers are Jason and Captain Danielson. Publication coordinator is Jax. Special thanks to GVC, Aaron, Miss Roper, and Yoko. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow Connect More on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.